Hello everyone, this is my 10th video on Dropfleet Commander and I'm going to unbox, review and build the UCM light cruisers which were exclusive at Adepticon, and they are always available whenever TT Combat is on any event, so they make them available in their online shop. And I got the light cruisers for UCM, and I got a M-Barge exclusive ship civilian vessel, and I'm going to open them up and give them a look. Then I will build them and review them properly. So first of all, we got the Saratoga class light cruiser. Content, base, flight stem, widget, and we got some parts. Let's take a look. First of all, let's have a look at those. Those are the bottom antennas you would put onto the hull in here, here, and here. This part here is exactly the same as in the light cruiser sprue. You will have leftover from them, so if you want, you could exchange this one with plastic. Those two do not have any plastic component, but you could exchange at least that one, which I will probably do because resin is not as sturdy, and those antennas are the ones who will which will protrude the most from the hull. Then we got the rear part of the hull, the engines. Flight sim goes there, the parts go in here. The mold is very nice, not a lot of flash, just here a little bit. And then we have the nose. It's alternate new Cairo, the Saratoga. So this part goes onto here, and it will be one ship. So I have 3 of those because one unit is free to maximum. Then we got the Athens. So I am sadly in this one is a part missing, so I will open another one and I will cut out the opening, the first opening of this. Let's have a look. So if there is a cut in the video, don't worry. I just cut out the opening of the one with the missing part. So we got the light cruiser hull again. This one has more flash, so I will have to cut down here and here. There's some flash here. But all in all, the engines are quite nice again. Base. Then we got the prongs. This is the bottom one, this is the top one, and we have a gun. It's one of those twin barreled turrets that will go in here, on here, like this. And again, we got the antenna sprue. So those are, and then we will have a look at the M-Type Barge. So base and stem. This has a lot of flash, but the detail is quite nice. There's a small mold slippage here, but that's easy to fix. Also on the top, we have a mold slippage here, and that's the front part. Flight stem goes in here. Looks very nice. I like it. I will use it as a civilian vessel a lot. Yeah, so I will build them now and then I will get back to you. Okay, so I'm back after building and let's take a look at the Athens now. So this is the ship is fully assembled. A few small-ish issues. So the top prong is attached to a sprue on the engine, so I had to drill the engine out because it was just a flat piece. Other than that, this contact point here is notched, and if you attach the bottom part and then the top part, it is not the easiest thing to have them be straight and parallel, so that needs a little bit of adjusting, but it was doable. And then we have the gun in here. It can be turned however you want. I dropped the model, it's fine. It can be turned however you want. I just went for the straight one, and I exchanged the bottom antenna with the plastic ones from the Lightship kit, just because I had some left over and I don't want those antennas to break easily, and the plastic is way sturdier than the resin, even though the resin is fine. And I will have some with plastic, some with resin, because I don't have enough of those pieces, but it looks very nice and it's a fine model. Also, there was a little bubble in here I had to fill, but that's just small things. Then we have the Saratoga. Same here, I exchanged those antennas. This does not have the sprue gate on this part, so it is fine. The fitting here is a little bit wonky. You might have to heat up the resin on the top part here to bend it in, because it might have a gap. The gap was bigger here, I had to bend it a bit, but then it was fine. The model itself is very nice, it fits very nicely. And then we have the barge. Quite a nice model. I think it's cool to have some civilian ships in your fleet. Only issue, I had a big bubble in here which I had to fill, and then I had to flatten it and sculpt this edge down here, but that was not as hard. And also there is a thing, all the sprue gates are connected to those engines, so you have to cut those sprue gates out of here. Maybe you might want to drill those a bit out, which I will do next. But all in all, that's a nice model. And yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.